Well, it's March 1st, and March is Women's History Month, the time when we highlight the contributions of women in history and celebrate women who are shattering glass ceilings in contemporary society.
Tonight, we honor one of GM's most prominent electrical engineers, a woman who oversees operations around the world. And when Telva McGruder isn't leading multi-million-dollar projects, she's a Girl Scouts board member.
As Priya Mann reports, Telva spent her life encouraging other women to be themselves and reach new heights.
Telva McGruder was the first woman to lead global facility engineering at GM. She's the first chief of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And to give you some perspective, there's about 160,000 people who work at GM, fewer than 300 senior leaders, and Telva is one of them.
I really want women to understand that they bring something that is so unique, so different.
Telva McGruder has often been one of the only women in the places where decisions are made.
It's strange to look back on your career and really think about what you've accomplished. The thing that has made me so successful is not accommodating how someone else wants me to think, not accommodating how someone else wants me to behave when it comes to how I demonstrate my technical ability.
After graduating from Purdue, the electrical engineer's determined rise up the corporate ladder began at NASA.
Most of them were, not Black, they were white, they were older men. It was typical NASA.
McGruder was unfazed. She knew she had the skill set, intellect, and talent to succeed.
When I say I wasn't intimidated, what I mean is I had enough confidence behind me to be confident that I'd be able to move through those moments.
From NASA, McGruder went to GM, and for nearly 30 years, she created countless cracks in the proverbial glass ceiling, eventually overseeing global facility management.
It's pretty amazing to understand that I led through that. We had problem after problem after problem, but engineers solve problems. And what's even better is we solve problems with people.
And she leads by example.
I love her to death.
Oh, back at you.
Fellow Girl Scout board member Linda Taliaferro says what you see is what you get.
She's authentically Telva McGruder. There's not a facade. It's the same person that's mentoring that young woman that's just starting in her career. It's also the same person that's sitting there with the senior leader at GM.
McGruder wouldn't have gone to Purdue without a partial scholarship from NASA. And now the first robotics mentor for Girl Scouts is making sure the next generation can reach beyond the stars.
What's important to me is to invest in young ladies when they're young so that they can learn that courage, that confidence, that character that we teach in Girl Scouts, so that they can learn bravery.
I'm Priya Mann, Local 4.